Boy, am I glad that I'm not on dating apps anymore. But I know a lot of you watching this right now are still using dating apps and you are feeling so lonely. I know that feeling. If you're tired of that crazy feeling that apps like Hinge and Bumble and Tinder are giving you and how it's affecting your mental health, stick around and watch this video because I'm gonna give you 4 things to think about as you continue this crazy dating journey. If you keep these 4 thoughts in the back of your head as you're going through these dating apps, I promise you, you're gonna see a major difference. I tested out these 4 thoughts on some friends that I know that are dating right now, and they had nothing but good things to say. They were like, whoa, Kai, this changed my life. And after they told me that, I'm like, why am I not telling you? Why am I not telling you this? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Why am I not passing this information over to you? Some of my friends are using these dating apps. They're using like 10 dating apps and they're talking to like 5 people on each of those dating apps. And meanwhile, whenever I think of that, my ADHD is like, ah! I remember being on those dating apps and feeling so overwhelmed. And the worst part is I remember specifically about how people never wanted to have like a deep conversation. I feel like it always went nowhere and all they wanted to talk about was the dirty stuff. Ooh. Luckily, I'm in a relationship now, but I remember wholeheartedly that feeling that Hinge and Tinder and Bumble and other apps used to give me. I remember being so excited to get on these apps and to find a new partner in crime. But the only thing I found was a broken heart. But that's another story for another day. So today we're gonna talk about the 4 things to keep in mind if you're feeling more lonely than excited as you're scrolling through these apps. But before we get into that, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If mental health and humor are your thing, well, you come to the right place, buckaroo. I upload videos every single day and they're all about how you can turn your mental health all the way around and live a good life full of good vibes. In addition to that, I created a very exclusive Patreon for mental health that you can click in the pinned comment down below. In this Patreon, you're going to get exclusive access to me and other people so we can talk extensively and safely about mental health. I'm all about creating those safe spaces, you know what I mean? I just want you to be happy. I just want you to live a good life full of good vibes. So come on in. Come join our Viber family. Click that link down in the pinned comment below. All right, enough of that. Let's get into this. Thought number 1, always remember that dating involves risk. It doesn't matter if you're talking to somebody on Hinge or if you're out hanging out with a bunch of friends. Whenever you're dating, it's always going to come with some sort of risk. Now, let me clarify. When I say risk, I'm talking about things like getting dumped or having a bad conversation or the worst of them all, getting ghosted. Always remember that that kind of shit happens all the time. It freaking sucks. It really does. I remember that feeling, but let me tell you something. It's normal. Everybody has to deal with it. So the question now is, how do you prepare for that? I'll tell you what I did when I was dating. I honestly never took any of that stuff personally. I know that's easier said than done because we are human beings. We're not robots. We have feelings and emotions. But you can't be beating yourself up over stuff that you can't control. For example, you can't control the types of people that you're matched up with. You can't control whether they're going to respond to you or not. You can't control if they're going to ghost you, even though it's really frustrating when they do. And I know when these things happen, it makes it seem as though you are the prime resident in rejection city. Listen, it's okay to feel that frustration. Remember, you're human. But also remember that rejection does not reflect your attractability. Oh yeah. Thought number 2, be in touch with your intentions. Have you felt that every single conversation that you've had on dating apps was either pointless or dumb? When you're talking to these people on these dating apps, do you ever find yourself looking at your phone like, why am I even talking to this person? What? If you've ever felt that, you need to immediately stop what you're doing and ask yourself this very question. Why am I on this dating app in the first place? What is your intention on this app? And is this app supporting your intention? Start to answer these questions and you're going to start to notice a little something different going on inside your body. You're going to notice that the type of person that you're swiping on, the type of conversations that you're having, they're going to start to change. For the better. By the way, for the better. Are you rejecting people because of the way that they look? Are you making assumptions about some people? Have these conversations with yourself and ask yourself why you are doing what you're doing. And hey, if you find that none of this is working, you can always go back to the drawing board and meet somebody the old-fashioned way, drunk outside of a bar in Philadelphia. No, that's just me. I just do. Okay, all right, never mind. Scratch that. Thought number 3, talk about your dating experiences with people that care about you. I am a big fan of venting my feelings to friends. I don't even want to know what kind of person I would be if I wasn't able to vent my feelings to my friends. I feel like if I wasn't able to vent to my friends, I would kind of be like Smeagol in Lord of the Rings. I would be like a black Smeagol. oblegal, if I may. Yes, getting ghosted or having dumb conversations with people on dating apps, it's so annoying and frustrating, but let me tell you, it's so fulfilling. It is so freeing when you're able to just let it all out in front of your friends. Honestly, it's one of the most liberating things ever. I'm pretty sure you've done this already. It feels good, right? As crazy as it was for me, I actually enjoyed inviting my friends into my crazy ass dating life. It made me feel a little less alone. I work in social media literally every day. It's like literally my job. And if there's one thing that I've realized, it's that, oh, that's my cat, by the way. Do you see my cat? I work in social media. Like, it's literally my job. And if there's one thing that I've noticed about people, is that they will always turn to social media or dating apps to kind of fill in the gap that they feel like they're missing in real life. For example, if they're feeling lonely in the real world, they're gonna go to this online world. It's the same thing for dating. Maybe, just maybe, if you're starting to feel lonely in the dating world, perhaps you need to pull yourself out and go back to the real world. Maybe it's time to pull yourself out of that dating world and just spend some time with your comrades, my friends. Comrades and friends, that's the same thing, right? Reconnect with your friends, focus on that. I gotta tell you, I talked to your friends. They told me that they miss your face, they really do. And thought number 4, it's okay to change your approach. I would quite often change my approach when it came to dating. It was like playing a weird game of sexually awkward chess. I would also try to limit the amount of time that I spent on dating apps. With apps like TikTok and Instagram and YouTube kind of taking over the world, Pinky and the Brain style, it's really easy for you to lose track of time. Try not to spend so much time on the dating app. AKA limit the swiping time, my friends. Your exhausted finger will thank you. That's what she said. If a conversation was going well with somebody on Hinge or Bumble or Tinder or anything like that, once the person was comfortable enough and once I was comfortable enough, I would try my best to get that conversation off of the app. I would really try to do that because the less time that I spent on the app, the less anxiety I would have about the app. I'm also gonna suggest something that's gonna make all of the introverts watching this kind of like cringe in their sweatpants. Perhaps you should consider meeting people outside of dating apps, like literally outside. The introvert sat there, too stunned to speak. Look, I'm an introvert as well, so I totally get it. That shit's scary. But if you're really feeling anxious about dating apps, perhaps you should just honestly take yourself off of them. Look, dating is super hard. I think we all know that. No matter what approach you take to finding the Luke to your Lorelai or the Rachel to your Ross, putting yourself out there to date, it's a really difficult thing to do. But just because it's difficult doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. If you're not finding the love that you're looking for, no matter what approach you're taking, maybe you should just change up the strategy, you beautiful person, you. The most important part of this entire process is self-reflection. Don't be afraid of that. It's gonna be your savior. Look, I just launched my Vibe with Kai mental health Patreon, and I'm looking to change your life. I'm looking to improve your mental health from head to toe. If you want to find out more, click the link in this description. To put it simply, I want to offer you some mental health content that you're not going to get anywhere else. I also want to hear your stories. I want to hear your triumphs. I want to hear your struggles. At the end of the day, I just want to help you put your mental health first. I want you to live a good life full of good vibes, baby. If you're not interested in that, really, honestly, no worries. I don't take that personally. But if you did enjoy this video, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button, and you're going to be notified whenever I post something. I pretty much post something new every single day. Also, watch the next 2 videos that I'm going to put up on your screen because it's going to help continue that conversation about mental health and hopefully end the stigma. With that said, my friends, thank you so much for watching. As always, much love and good vibes. Bye. I'll see you later.